The universe whispers its secrets only to those who listen. There's a famous quote that goes, "Listen twice as much as you speak, for you have 2 ears and only 1 mouth." Although seemingly anecdotal, the reality is that in listening lies tremendous power. Similarly, would you believe that the key to unlocking joy, abundance, and a life filled with ease lies not in more thinking, but in less? This video shatters conventional wisdom, revealing a counterintuitive truth about high vibrational living. Prepare to be amazed as we reveal a powerful, world-altering concept that will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about happiness. Are you ready to defy logic and vibrate at a frequency that attracts your wildest dreams? If so, keep watching. In many wellness and spiritual circles, there's talk about the law of vibration. This idea claims that everything around us vibrates at different frequencies. Negative feelings such as fear or shame are on the low end of this scale, dragging your vibe down. On the flip side, emotions like love and happiness lift you up, making you feel lighter and brighter. People who've mastered high vibrations don't just stumble upon them, they develop them through their everyday actions and choices. And when your vibe is high, life feels lighter, you're happier, and everything just seems to click. But what happens when you're vibing high? Every one of us vibrates at a certain frequency. If yours is low, it's like walking through mud every day. Everything feels heavy, from your body to your mood, and even achieving small goals feels like a huge effort. Your energy appears dark, and life seems filled with challenges. Contrast that with a high frequency. You feel light, both physically and emotionally. Challenges shrink, pain lessens, and your mood improves dramatically. Your life aligns. Things come together as if by magic, and achieving your desires becomes effortless. That's the power of high vibrations. Life just gets better. As awareness grows about the differences between low and high vibrational energies, you'll start to feel like you're living in 2 distinct worlds. One is shadowed and heavy, the other bright and light. This sense of duality, of dark versus light, is becoming more pronounced, and you'll find yourself needing to make a clear choice. Sink into the shadows or rise into the light. Those stuck in lower vibrations face a tough road. Challenges can lead to despair and desperation. However, those vibrating higher offer a ray of hope. Their very presence can inspire lower energies to lift, though it's not without discomfort. Both those trapped in lower vibrations and those soaring in higher ones will feel this discomfort, but it's crucial for the latter to hold their ground, no matter how uncomfortable it feels. Why is this so important? Because maintaining a high vibration is an act of resilience. The temptation to slide back into old, lower vibrational habits, like seeking approval or conforming, can be strong. But remember, standing firm in your higher vibration sets you apart, makes you a luminary in a dim world. And though you might not fit in with everyone anymore, and approval might be scarce, this is where you shine the brightest. Choosing this path sets a wonderful example. You'll be committing to the light, even when it isolates you. But remember, you're not alone. There are others out there, resonating at your frequency, ready to support you and keep your light blazing. Your mission in life is to follow these fellow high vibrators and stick together to keep the energy high and the light strong. There are certain signs saying you're aligned with high vibrational energy. For instance, animals and young children are incredibly sensitive to the energies that adults emit. If infants wail when you're near, or dogs seem agitated around you, it's a signal to elevate your vibe. On the other hand, if you find that both animals and kids gravitate toward you, you're like a magnet, because your high, pure energy resonates with theirs. Furthermore, with high vibrational energy, strangers feel comfortable around you. Have you noticed strangers giving you familiar looks, smiling at you spontaneously, or even striking up deep conversations out of the blue. This could mean your vibrational energy is radiating positivity, making you approachable even in a crowd. It's not uncommon for people to sense your good vibe and be drawn to it. Even more, with high vibrational frequency, you notice synchronicities. Now, these aren't sheer random coincidences. Synchronicities might be subtle signs that your desires are manifesting, something that typically occurs when your vibrations are aligned. Whether it's bumping into the right person at the right time or unexpected opportunities, these moments are clues that you're in sync with high vibrational energy. Equally, forming new relationships feels natural when you have high vibrational frequency. The old saying, "like attracts like," plays true here. As your vibrational energy heightens, you tend to attract people who are on a similar wavelength. Connections feel deep and effortless, sometimes so powerful it's as if you've known them from a past life. Lastly, with high vibrational frequency, things consistently go your way. While some might seem to always face setbacks, if you find that life generally tends to favor you, this isn't mere luck. Things just have a way of working out apparently, indicating your alignment with a high vibrational frequency, attracting positive outcomes and experiences. Moving on, let's dig into the essentials here. Picture the last time you felt truly joyful. Those moments when everything just clicked and you felt a rush of happiness. Now think about what was going through your mind then. Surprisingly, you might find it was nothing much at all. It's an interesting observation. When we're at our happiest, our minds often take a back seat. This suggests that the less cluttered our thoughts are, the more joy and elevation we experience. Spiritual gurus often speak of enlightenment as a journey to a state of emptiness. It's not about achieving something, it's a strong realization of becoming as clear and open as possible, reaching what could be considered the highest vibration. There's a story that the Buddha emphasized the power of becoming empty, though the precise words may differ depending on who you ask. Looking at our own key moments, like a sudden clarity or a significant shift, can teach us a lot about how our thought patterns influence our energy. Altering how we engage with our thoughts can be like fine-tuning an antenna to pick up a clearer signal, significantly affecting our vibrational state. Imagine shifting your approach from trying to control your thoughts to simply observing them. You don't need to push your thoughts away, which if you do, can actually backfire, but you ought to acknowledge and accept them as they arise. Practicing this for even a week or two can have a dramatic effect, boosting your well-being to a new level of peace and joy, establishing a new, more stable baseline. This is a realization that by allowing our consciousness more room, we enhance our vibrational energy. In lower vibrational states, we might find ourselves trapped in negative emotions, anger, guilt, shame, believing they define us. This mindset tends to attract similar low vibration situations and people. Now, to lift your vibration, it's key to step back and watch your thoughts, letting them fade naturally. This can lead to higher, possibly even divine thoughts. Imagine being that antenna we spoke of earlier, in a massive field of energy, not just within you, but extending around you, interacting with everything it touches. Often, discomfort or tension in social settings might feel like it's caused by others, but it's actually a manifestation of what's happening in your own energetic field. By becoming more aware of this field, you can start to wander through life with less friction and more harmony. And consider the barrage of thoughts circulating in your energy field, many of which aren't even yours to begin with. They derive from family, society, media, external sources that imprint on us. These thoughts latch on when they find something in us that relates to them. Realizing this can dramatically alter how we connect to these thoughts and by extension, how we manage and shift our personal energy. The journey toward deeper love and abundance doesn't mean you have to crowd your mind with more thoughts. In fact, true elevation comes from being fully present, not bogged down by incessant thinking. Reflect on those instances when you felt pure joy. Chances are, these were moments of complete presence. Whether you were lost in love or immersed in a favorite activity, your mind wasn't racing with thoughts. Instead, you were vividly alive, fully in the moment. This understanding is key to understanding how personal energy and magnetism work. People who dive deep into their passions, entering a flow state, radiate a distinct magnetism and alignment. It's less to do with what we think and more to do with how we think. Our interaction with thoughts can lead to significant distress. Buddha suggested that attachment leads to suffering, but it's perhaps our attachment to the act of thinking itself, not just the thoughts. That's the deeper issue. Thinking is dynamic. It's our active engagement with our thoughts, often becoming too attached to them. Thoughts themselves are passive. They exist on their own and may be influenced by external factors. By shifting from an active engagement to a more passive observation of thoughts, we stop them from dictating our actions and emotions. This step back is crucial, especially today when our energy can be easily sapped by constant digital interaction, which distorts our perceptions and depletes our vitality. While skepticism about different approaches can be healthy, it's vital to consider how much our energy is shaped by our attachment to thoughts. This attachment often comes from a need to be right, providing a sense of validation. Ironically, while engaging in dramatic situations can feel thrilling, it ultimately distracts us from connecting with our true selves. Picture yourself in the zone, ideas popping, creativity flowing. This isn't something only a few experience. Imagine you're setting up for a live broadcast on Instagram, juggling cameras and brainstorming the perfect opener to grab your audience. It's easy to spiral into overthinking here. Yet, it's in these moments, when you hit your stride in the flow, that the pressure lifts, the interaction becomes organic, and your content shines brightest without the constraints of rigid thinking. Understanding that minimizing mental clutter can sharpen your performance is essential. It's common to face self-doubt or envy the success of others, particularly when scrolling through top-notch YouTube content. But the most powerful impacts are made when you're lost in the activity itself, not when you're straining toward a goal. Shifting focus from the means to the enjoyment of the process itself alters both your experience and your results. Now imagine scrolling through your social media feeds. Each flick of your thumb introduces a burst of thoughts, opinions, and emotions. Each post impacts you. Some bring joy, others annoyance, most are just fleeting. This constant stream can addict yet exhaust, blurring your focus. Your mind behaves similarly. It scrolls endlessly through thoughts, useful, unnecessary, sometimes distressing. It's unrealistic to block these thoughts completely, just as you can't stop social media updates. But you can choose which thoughts to engage with. By selectively tuning out the noise, you keep your emotional and energetic levels high, letting you live more in the now. Think of an old radio that needs tuning to catch the right station. If not tuned well, it captures static or overlaps several channels, resulting in a jumble of sounds, confusing and overwhelming. But once tuned, the chaos subsides and you enjoy clear sounds or your favorite shows. Our minds are like that old radio. Daily, we encounter static, thoughts shaped by past fears, society's rebounds, personal doubts. Without proper tuning, this noise can lower our vibrational energy and disturb our peace. Tuning your mind means observing and selecting thoughts, focusing on the clear and positive, ignoring the rest. This way, you achieve mental clarity and align with a higher, truer, energetic state. By reducing the mental clutter of overthinking, we elevate our vibrations, achieving clarity that resonates deeply with who we are. It's eye-opening to see how meditation and the quality of thoughts shape our lives and energy. So by now, we've come to establish the fact that the trick isn't to think better, it's to think less. When you dial down the volume of your thoughts, your natural magnetism increases, drawing in high vibrational people and opportunities. And there's a key difference between thinking and thoughts. Thinking is an active effort that often stirs anxiety. Thoughts, on the other hand, are just entities that might not even be your own. By scaling back active thinking, you let these outside thoughts fall away, cleaning up your energy. This cleansing makes room for higher-level thoughts, maybe even divine whispers. This concept is practical too, especially in creating content. Take making YouTube videos daily without a script. It lets creativity flow naturally, something that's tough to spark with rigid planning. Though some do well with structure, a more open approach often leads to more genuine and inspired content. This hands-on lesson shows the power of flowing over forced thinking in both creativity and personal growth. Understanding that life itself is neutral and that the meanings we assign to our experiences shape our reactions can be life-changing. The distinction between passive thoughts and active thinking is crucial. For example, a rainy day is just a rainy day. Its impact depends on what it means to you personally. This idea extends to all aspects of life, from the weather to finances to relationships. Believing that you are your thoughts or emotions can make life feel heavy and confining. However, seeing yourself as separate from these passing states, as an infinite awareness, can deepen your connection to the divine and boost your energy levels. For instance, feelings of unworthiness often come from deep-seated beliefs, reflecting a shared human consciousness that goes back centuries. Recognizing that you are not your thoughts or emotions can help you break free from these limiting beliefs, opening up a life of greater freedom and higher alignment. This change in perspective is essential for anyone aiming to transform their life and access their true potential. Expanding on this, stepping out of the restrictive mental patterns starts with acknowledging that while thoughts may pass through your mind, they don't define who you are. By cutting down on thought clutter, you open up mental space, lightening and elevating your internal vibe. Deepening this exploration involves actively managing your energetic presence. This means diving into a rigorous process of self-reflection, scrutinizing the thoughts, feelings, and beliefs you entertain. For example, reconsidering long-standing personal beliefs, such as a medical label, can be transformative. It's crucial, however, to tread carefully here, recognizing when professional insights might still be necessary. At the heart of it, realizing that your true nature is connected with something divine shows how your thought patterns can shape your life experiences. By choosing to observe rather than get tangled up in your thoughts, and by engaging more with the flow state, you can fundamentally change your life from within. This transformation is powerful enough to draw new connections, coincidences, and chances into your life, mirroring your renewed energetic frequency. And now, it's time for you to turn your life around with your newfound wisdom. Remember this: accept the space between your thoughts. It's in this space where transformation begins. Dedicate yourself to observing, not absorbing, the endless stream of mental chatter. This is not just self-improvement, it's self-revolution. Free your mind, elevate your spirit, and watch as new doors open. Let go of outdated beliefs and embrace the possibilities of what you can become. Stand firm in your commitment to change. Cultivate your inner stillness and let it guide you to higher vibrations and deeper connections. Remember, your potential is limitless. Your path is yours to shape. Start now, keep moving, and never look back. This is your moment to shine.